Hello, guys. Today's news update, episode number 13. So, this you would have seen last 2 to 3 months, this issue is going on, but in the last 3 days, it is like continuously there in the social media because the Amul CEO or the managing director, he and the PETA committee, okay, the PETA, it's an NGO, they are like giving like tweet against each other, and it's like people are taking it up and they are also responding, and it's turning like very, very bad, okay, the way things are going. So we'll see what is the entire issue, okay. And it's not like too much details to know, but what is exactly happening, the tweets and the exact screenshots I'll show you. So we conducted a poll also just now in our website. So Amul versus PETA video, which is this one, the video which we are talking about. So this is what happens, okay, when we conduct this poll, this kind of like, are you a vegetarian or a vegan or a non-vegetarian? In India, if you take this poll anywhere, it will come like more than 60% people will be always in the non-vegetarian section. And even if you take vegetarian versus vegan, it will be always leaning towards the vegetarian angle. Okay, vegans are yet like it's just coming in. Okay, that culture is not yet come into India. So that is the where the controversy is. Okay, because Amul is telling one thing and others are telling something. So the news headlines, if you notice, it's like Amul vice chairman is telling even the prime minister like ban PETA. Okay, because it's like a foreign conspiracy which he feels. Then vegan controversy, Amul gives PETA a taste of India. PETA asked Amul to switch to vegan milk, and this was Amul's response. So we'll show you all the responses. Amul versus PETA battle over milk. Amul boss Sodhi, okay, whose photo I showed you in the first page, he hits back at PETA over vegan milk. It's not milk, it's lab chemicals. That's what he's telling. So this kind of controversial things are happening. So what is this Amul and PETA? If you see, Amul is a, okay, it's a company, Anand Milk Union Limited, okay, a place in Gujarat, okay, which was founded in 1946, and it is managed by the cooperative brand. Okay, it's a true cooperative brand, meaning the farmers are the owners of it. So this we'll see more details, but this is what it is. Okay, and it was founded by whom? It was founded by the father of milk revolution, which we study, Verghese Kurian. Okay, which we have all like everybody would have known about him. Okay, he's a person from Kerala, and he's the one who is the father of milk revolution. And then PETA, if you see, it's a international NGO which has office in every country. Okay, so PETA India and Amul India, they are the ones who are fighting over Twitter now. Okay, so if you go to their about me page, okay, of PETA, it will be written like animals are not ours to experiment on or eat, wear, use for entertainment or abuse. If you see like a circus and all, now if like it's very rare, you will find a circus. Or in the 90s time, we used to have lot of circus everywhere, and animals will be used, and they were tortured, so they were taken from one place to another. So PETA involved, and now if you see circus, if it's there also, animals will not be there. Okay, animals activities will be like very bare minimum, or it will not be there. Okay, that's the efforts of PETA. So like that, they have been working towards that. But problem is when they try to impose veganism, like they are not happy with vegetarianism, they want veganism also. So what is veganism? That also by the end of this video you will understand. Okay, like even like if you are trying to become a vegan, I'll tell you like what all foods you can have and what is the condition in India right now. And big celebrities are turning vegan. Okay, very like India, it's like now maybe 5 to 10 celebrities I can show you. But across like Hollywood industry and Western culture, if you see, there are many people who are coming forward and they are giving speeches, giving participating in debates. Okay, so you should see this Beyond Meat, this kind of lot of campaigns are going on there. Okay, so why is this issue so important? The beef and dairy industry has of late come under severe scrutiny worldwide for its environmental impact. The vegan lifestyle has been touted by many activists as a healthy and more environment friendly lifestyle. However, in India, many farmers attribute almost 30% of their income to milk. Milk farming in India is a family based cooperative model where every family sells their excess produce. Over 8.4 million farmers depend on the dairy sector for their livelihoods every year. Of this, 71% are women, which is like a data taken from the Agriculture Skill Council of India. In fact, India's dairy sector has helped in uplifting the rural economy and improving the livelihoods of people. So if you see Indian celebrities, you will see like Virat Kohli turned vegan in October. Then this Sonam Kapoor got some PETA award, okay, like Person of the Year. Then if you see again Kangana, then Amir Khan, Sonakshi, these are people who have turned vegan, and they are funding into these kind of things also. They are starting vegan restaurants in Mumbai and Delhi and all. Okay, so these are the celebrities you can like, if you quickly Google, you will see like this is what is happening. But one thing you should understand, that vegan food is also not affordable by everyone. Okay, if you're in this channel for the first time, please subscribe. Now, how did all this controversy start? The Cooperative Dairy Society, that is Amul, has been against the use of the term milk for plant-based alternatives like almond, oats, or soya. Okay, like almond milk is there, oats milk is there. So Amul put this thing like a case kind of thing that you should not even use the term milk. Okay, milk is something which is coming from the dairy industry or the animal industry. So last year in November, Amul had slammed the makers of these alternatives and approached the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India to force these companies to remove the term milk for their branding. So FSSAI had introduced a draft for the same way back in August 2020 and was in discussion with representatives, but the final verdict is yet to be out. Interestingly, many countries do not let these alternatives use the term milk. Okay, if you see in USA and all, they have to use the term MYLK. Okay, if it's written MYLK, that means it's not from animal, it is the plant-based milk. Okay, so Amul wants the same thing to be implemented in India also. If you remember, Amul already from 2012-13, they had given a case and almost the verdicts were again in favor of them only. If you see, they have this term real milk, real ice cream. So they claim that only Amul is giving ice cream, others are all giving frozen dessert. So this also they had actually done a case and already won it. Okay, so Amul started a campaign by distributing pamphlets stating the difference between a frozen dessert and ice cream. These pamphlets state, उसे रियल मिल्क वाला अमूल आइसक्रीम खिलाइए, वनस्पति तेल वाला नहीं. So they were openly telling that others are all either ghee products or this what is this thing. Okay, it's not the real milk or ice cream. So that they had disputed, and they every verdict which came, okay, whether it's FSSA or any animal board, anyone where a verdict came, it was always in favor of Amul. Now they're trying to do the same with the milk. And it started with a campaign which was the myth busting campaign. Okay, they put I'll show you the campaign, ad campaign in which they were against the plant milk. Like if you see here, they gave a column like myth and fact. Okay, you can Google this, you will get it and zoom in and read everything. But the idea is like myth is dairy is cruel to animals and plant-based beverages are ethical. But he told no, it's not like that. Okay, the Amul people, they told not like that. Dairy farming is good for the cattle. And here plant-based beverages are rich in nutrients. And here telling milk is a complete food, it's a super food, it has everything. Okay, and it's vegetarian as well. Then here plant-based beverages are milk. Here they are telling milk is this thing. Okay, if something else is told, it's like illegal. Then plant-based beverages are a sustainable food system. Then here milk is an instrument of socio-economic development, increases GDP. So they gave a detailed campaign. This is an ad created by Amul, okay, last year. So this is where the controversy started. Till then, even though they were going on telling like you should not use the word milk and all, when this happened, this ad came, 3 companies gave case against them. Okay, now in India, the Advertising Standards Council of India, okay, ASCI, they dismissed the 3 complaints filed by the organizations, that is this Beauty Without Cruelty, PETA and Sharon India. They were the ones who gave case against that ad. That was dismissed. Okay, because what they told is, when they examined the issue, they concluded that the advertiser has not made any misleading claim. Whatever Amul have told in that detailed ad, if you see that right side column, fact, myth versus fact, everything what they tell is actually correct. Okay, so there is no need to do case against it. So again, as I told, Amul was winning there. And he tweeted that time, plant-based food companies are encashing the equity of milk. These products are nothing but genetically modified lab foods that are made out of chemicals and synthetic materials by big corporates and MNCs with the only object of profit making and not livelihood. Indian dairy industry is a model of coexistence of humans and animals for centuries. But foreign-funded NGOs are running campaigns to tarnish the Indian dairy industry, which, unlike the Western world, is not a factory farm industry. Cattle are part of a dairy farmer's family. Nobody tortures them. So this is what he tweeted that time. Now immediately the Twitter war will start. Okay, one person will tweet, another person will tweet. So it's like a war. So PETA on May 26 responded to that. Like Indian farmers stand to greatly benefit from vegan, that is the plant food. Instead of fighting inevitable vegan national global trend, Amul Corporation can start making plant milk itself like so many other dairy companies are doing. So they're telling the global trend is this one. So you cannot simply argue that it is like not coming, there is nothing called vegan. You cannot fight with that. You also have to start vegan kind of milk. So he will respond like PETA wants Amul to snatch livelihood of 100 million poor farmers and hand over its all resources built in 75 years with farmers' money to market genetically modified soya of rich MNC at exorbitant prices, which average lower middle class can't afford. Okay, so he's telling these things can be affordable by middle class, and there is a lot of farmers involved in generating it or creating it, and you are creating this genetically modified soya and this milk and all, which middle class people cannot even afford. Okay, so here again, if you see, demand for vegan means world plant dairy alternative market will be this thing. They are telling the business which you are talking about by 2028, this vegan market is going to become this much big this thing. Okay, this much dollar business. So plants in vegan milk are abundant in India. Good news for Indian farmers. Unilever is into vegan foods. Why can't Amul? So Unilever is also acquiring some companies and things to start the plant milk business. So why can't Amul do it? That is what they're telling. Like smart business responds to trends. Meaning, if you are a smart business person, you should know what is a trend and you should respond to that. Okay, you should not tell like this is my 75-year-old year business and you will stick on to that. So that is what PETA responded, and they went on to tell more things. Okay, like all species make enough milk for own babies. Cows, buffaloes in dairy sector are often drugged and genetically manipulated to produce unnatural amount of milk. So much it often result in lameness, mastitis, and other ailments. Broken, they are typically abandoned or sold to be killed. And they even tell like, would you drink dog's milk? No. Why? Because nature made dog's milk for puppies, cat milk for kitten, rat milk for their babies, cow milk for calves, human milk for babies. So nobody needs milk after infancy or the milk of another species. They are telling like animals and all, they drink their mother's milk, and after that, after a particular age, they don't need that. So same way, humans also actually first thing they don't need milk. Okay, this so even if you need, then you can use plant milk. That is their logic, and that's what they are debating. And this people started taking it up. Okay, then people are fighting. So obviously you know that abuses will start, and it's like turning very bad. Okay, they do not know anything about a cow and compare it with cat, dog, rat, milk, etc. A cow produces more than its calf would be able to digest. Excessive milk can cause indigestion in calf and sometimes lead to death. So this kind of fight is going on. They're tagging PETA India, or the opposite person is tagging the Amul CEO. Like that, the fight is going on. Okay. So this is a very detailed letter which PETA has written to Amul. That also you can read in Twitter. It's there. You can Google and get it. So in that, full details they've given. Like this is that, that is this and all. So if you take the important things in that letter, PETA had added that globally several companies are capitalizing on the growing consumer shift towards dairy alternatives. For instance, Nestle. Okay, Nestle, yesterday only I discussed another issue. So Nestle, the world's largest food maker, is already profiting from the pervasive demand for vegan milk through its acquisition of Ecuador's Terra Fertil. So some company which is dealing with plant milk and all, Nestle has already acquired, and they are also having a wing now to do that kind of milking. Okay, so obviously they will respond again. So Gujarat Cooperative Milk Federation, okay, this is actually the one who distributes Amul products. Okay, India's largest dairy cooperative with an annual turnover of 52,000 crore sells Amul branded dairy products. So it is owned by 3.6 million farmers. Of these, around 2.6 million farmers bring their milk daily twice to this thing. Okay, 18,600 village society, and there it is chilled and packaged and all, and then given to the units. Okay, the products then reach over 1 billion consumers daily through 10,000 distributors and 1 million retailers. So Sodhi asked whether PETA will give livelihood to dairy farmers, 70% of which are landless. Who will pay for school education fee? How many can afford expensive lab manufactured factory food made out of chemicals and synthetic vitamins? He said that the foreign funded NGOs are running campaigns to tarnish the Indian dairy industry, which unlike the Western world is not a factory farm industry. Okay, like Western side, if you see, it's like a pure factory model. Okay, there is no like cows are grown at home or nothing of that sort is there. They are all like injected with whatever chemical, whatever this thing is needed. Milking is done to the extreme. Then they are like sent to slaughterhouses. It's a very factory model. Okay, you can Google, videos are there. So PETA doesn't take any action against them. They don't take any action against any of that sort. But in India, you are coming and doing this. So Sodhi is like irritated because of that, and he's telling this. Okay, cattle are part of a dairy farmer's family. Nobody tortures them. Okay, so the screenshots are all from his tweets only. Like 10 crore people will get unemployed and that kind of things. Okay, so Amul vice chairman, as I told, has written to Prime Minister telling to ban PETA. So obviously they will not like it. Okay, so Amul has shown itself to be a bully, unable to appreciate the public's concern for animals, and a business that apparently cannot change despite changing consumer trends. But no amount of bullying is going to change the fact vegan eating is taking the world by storm. Consumers are opting for plant milks and other vegan foods because they do not support cruelties like male calves routinely being abandoned or killed since they cannot produce milk, want to experience better health, and are concerned about dairy contribution to greenhouse gas, water wastage, and other environmental concerns. So they're telling people are changing, but you cannot be like a bully and then give orders like this is that, and that is this. Okay. So other meat and dairy businesses know that vegans mean good business for them and farmers, and are investing in and creating vegan foods. India is a nation of animal lovers, and now we can be a world leader in compassionate vegan foods too. This is what the response came from PETA. Okay, so just for vegan, this is the tweet battle which is going on now. If you are thinking to become vegan, okay, so vegetarians, you know, they will not eat this chicken, meat, beef, fish, whatever is there. Okay, even egg, and sometimes some people eat egg. When it comes to vegan, they will not eat, definitely they will not eat egg or cheese or milk or paneer or any milk products they cannot eat. Then honey they cannot eat because it's extracted from honeybees. Okay, any sort of food which has animal relation with that you will not eat, where or anything. Okay, and what you can eat, okay, if you're a vegan, is like oats, fruits, potatoes, this rice, vegetables, beans, pasta, peas, and milk will be, lot of milks are there. Almond milk, oat milk, soy milk, but these are costly in the market. Okay, that is where the controversy is there. So how big is the vegan industry in India? If you want to know, PETA is right when they point out that vegan industry has grown leaps and bounds in the world. It is pegged at around $2 billion in the United States. But in India, it's still at the nascent stage. While the dairy industry in India is valued at over $140 billion, their vegan alternatives till now are at $25 million only. Many companies have started vegan alternatives like, Epigamia and all. You will be already buying Epigamia yogurt and cheese and butter and all. So they still are very small compared to the dairy giants. These companies have, however, gained significant urban footing courtesy of the increased number of lactose intolerant people. Okay, so many people don't like the original milk and also they are in the urban side. Okay, they are actually buying this Epigamia products and all these things. So they are getting some audience, but it's nowhere near the kind of audience you have in USA or in the Western culture. However, these alternatives are not that cost effective also. In Bangalore, if you take the Nandini product which they have, Nandini milk, that is 1 liter milk is around 50 rupees, but soya milk will be 123 rupees of this Sofit company. So this is the variation which everybody will not like you buy milk packets every day. You cannot buy this almond milk or soya milk every day. Okay, it is evident that it will take some time for this industry to grow and become more financially viable. So this is how the vegan industry in India is right now. Okay, and finally the latest update as of today is the National Cooperative Dairy Federation of India, okay, in a plea before the Delhi High Court, raised the issue whether products derived particularly from plants can be termed as milk or milk products. So a case is there in Delhi High Court, like whether it can be called milk, okay, the things from plants. So the justice have issued notices to Center, Delhi government, Food Safety Regulator, FSSAI and various companies, including Hershey, which sells such products such as soy milk, seeking their stand. So the court is waiting for the responses from all these people to give a verdict. Okay, so this is the latest update. So you can also tell what is your issue, whether you are a vegan or this thing that already we have conducted a poll, whether you are vegan, vegetarian or non-vegetarian. So participate in the poll also, or in this video below this, you can comment section, you can give like anything, which side you take. Okay, if personally you ask me, I am a non-vegetarian. Okay, so I don't have to be in this debate of vegan versus vegetarian. So you can tell your stand. And we'll see, okay, what is the updates, and if it's a very important update, I'll make a next video. So please subscribe. I'll come with the next video. Thank you and have a nice day.